With Valentine's Day almost upon us, 103X wants to give you a gift to remember. Your own professional photo shoot with the one you love most. Along with Carolina's Photography, 103X presents a contest we like to call the Extreme Photo Makeover. It's really simple. All you have to do is visit 103xonline.com. That's 103xonline.com. And upload your worst photos for your chance to win your best photos.
We want to see those blurry, grainy, head chopped off pictures, and you can win an extreme photo makeover that includes an outdoors pro photo session, 2 Valentine's themed photo cards with pictures from the shoot, all delivered to you in a boutique style package from carolinasphotography.net. Winners will be announced Monday morning, February 15th during the Fisher and Kobe Morning Show. It's all brought to you by Carolina's Photography in association with Jaeger Shots Photography. That reminds you to always call your own shots. And the PD's #1 hit music station, 103X.
Why a name means absolutely nothing, but can mean everything. Today on the Carolina's Photography Podcast, episode number 11. Welcome, faithful listeners. Easy for me to say. This is the Carolina's Photography Podcast, episode number 11. I am Jaeger from Carolina's Photography, and on today's show, we're giving away stuff. More like I'm giving away information to figure out how to get 2 free photo shoots here in the PD region of South Carolina. That's a little bit later on. The topic of this episode is why a name matters and why it doesn't sometimes matter. I got into a conversation just recently with a friend of mine who told me that they didn't particularly care or pay much attention to names of people behind some of the things that they're really into. Like this specific example was I think we were speaking about movies, and I said it was from the people who made such and such, in which they informed me, Jaeger, we don't need the entire backstory. But I had an argument with that. I said sometimes the same creative folks behind a lot of music and movies that we like, I think the name does matter. Like if you maybe like the artist of the last album, there's a chance that you might like their next album and some of the other stuff they does. That's just branding, simple branding. Names can sometimes matter. I will say that since this is always a photography-related show, I know I kind of go off topic and talk about whatever because this is more of a blog thing, but Nikon versus Canon has been the name versus name in cameras for as long as I can remember. That is a case where I don't really have a lot of brand loyalty. I'm not on a payroll. I don't have the huge money hats coming in from either one of them. So I don't really think the name of those matter. If I look at a photo, I can honestly say I've never thought about what manufacturer did that photo. It might have come up that what camera was used to take that picture, but never was that a Nikon or Canon or any of the many others, the Minoltas of the world and so on and so on. But that's just a situation, me personally. I know some people might fall in another camp, and some of it comes down to whatever choice you make. You almost seem like you want it validated in some way. If this gets the votes of yay over here versus the nay over here, but that's just really not really the average consumer's concern unless you've got some sort of stake in those names like that. Now, where the name really sort of can depend sometimes is, I would say, who might be the camera operator. I mean, you don't always need the world's greatest photographer for every photo or the world's greatest whatever to do whatever you're doing, but I will say almost always when it comes to picking out a photographer and when it comes to picking out certain people who do services, it does kind of help to have a good name. I mean, that's just a fact. A name clearly will matter in that case, and whenever you got anything from Carolina's Photography, anything Carolina's Photography related or Jaeger Shots related, I want you to know we always are swinging for the fences trying to knock it out of the park. Now, when it comes to people paying for some services and contracts, I feel like we do almost 100% of the time knock it out of the park. Now, you notice I say almost, but there are some other things that we dabble in, like some more creative things like video and web shows and things in that area where that's much more of a wide open creative thing, and sometimes we can be a little bit off the mark with some of our humor, hence the Jaeger Shots podcast, so that you can hear on jaegershots.com, be warned. And also with this show right here, exactly a perfect example. Maybe not the greatest podcast in the freaking world, but it's us swinging, trying to knock it out the park and do something just a little bit different. So that's going to always be the motto when you hear the name Carolina's Photography or the Jaeger Shots name or anything else that some of us here are even remotely associated with. So I don't know if really hammered anything home, but we got that off our chest because a few other people were debating about that. So that's that. How about we give away something? Carolina's Photography has teamed up with Quantum of Florence, who I cannot say enough good things about, and we have a contest coming up called the Extreme Photo Makeover on the station 103X, one of the biggest top 40 stations around, located in the PD area of South Carolina, the PD region. And also, Sunny 105.5 are giving away Valentine's photo packages, which Carolina's Photography will be doing the photos for. Now, you got to listen to win on Sunny 105.5. It's 105.5 online. I do believe their website will have some details. And that's a listen. Listen, let me clarify. You listen to Sunny, call to qualify for a chance to win. Okay, clearly I will not be conducting the radio broadcast or anything. I'm simply internet guy. I have not worked my way up to on air yet. But 103X is doing something a little bit different. The Extreme Photo Makeover, as I mentioned, is essentially you go to 103xonline.com. Simple instructions to follow. You'll upload a photo, the worst possible photo that you can find. Now, please bear with me here. It's going to be completely worth your while for Valentine's Day. So get the photos done and blurry, out of focus, bad lighting. You don't have to look bad in the picture. The picture just has to be bad. And we will pick from amongst the many, I'm sure, that will be entering this contest. Please send bad pictures. Again, I got to stress. And you will get a free photo shoot from Carolina's Photography. Valentine's Day themed picture card from using photos from the photo shoot, boutique style packaging, wrapped up, made it look glamorous, and all for you. And it will all be for free. So 2 ways to win. Sunny 105.5. Listen, call to get qualified. 103xonline.com. Go there, upload a terrible photo for the Extreme Photo Makeover from Carolina's Photography, the Jaeger Shots photography brand, and 103X Quantum of Florence. Again, big thanks to them. I'm losing my voice a little bit, but they've just been an absolute dream to deal with in getting us on air for this. It's kind of a nice, cool contest. It was actually an older contest we thought about doing a good while ago, but never got around to it for whatever reason. But there you go. 103xonline.com. Those are the websites. Sunny105online.com. I always throw out something else on the web cool to check out if you're listening to us. carolinasphotography.net. You can email me, carolinasPhoto@gmail.com. I am Jaeger, and I do believe I will speak with you all a little bit later on in life. Thanks for listening to the Carolina's Photography Podcast.
With Valentine's Day almost upon us, 103X wants to give you a gift to remember. Your own professional photo shoot with the one you love most. Along with Carolina's Photography, 103X presents a contest we like to call the Extreme Photo Makeover. It's really simple. All you have to do is visit 103xonline.com. That's 103xonline.com. And upload your worst photos for your chance to win your best photos.
We want to see those blurry, grainy, head chopped off pictures, and you can win an extreme photo makeover that includes an outdoors pro photo session, 2 Valentine's themed photo cards with pictures from the shoot, all delivered to you in a boutique style package from carolinasphotography.net. Winners will be announced Monday morning, February 15th during the Fisher & Kobe Morning Show. It's all brought to you by Carolina's Photography in association with Jaeger Shots Photography. That reminds you to always call your own shots. And the PD's #1 hit music station, 103X.